What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode. I did say if the last one hit 2,000 likes, I would do another one, and I just want to say a huge thanks for all the support on that. I think we're coming up to 3,000 likes on that last one, which is just insane. I do apologize, it's a little bit late, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do these sort of things. And yeah, so we have the last game of the season, and it's all down to whether we get that fourth place spot or not. We're battling against Fulham, I believe it is, for that fourth place spot. And it literally comes down to this game. We're completely tied on points at the moment, although the only difference right now is our goal difference. And I believe I'm just ahead on goal difference. But like I said in the last episode, it literally comes down to this game. So my game is against QPR, and I believe Fulham are against Swansea. So it is going to be a nail-biting finish. Anyways, early on into the game, about 20 minutes in, you know, there were some chances going around. To be honest with you, it was actually a bit of a stale game in the sense that it was very much just back and forth. There was nothing really happening early on. As you can see, Sturridge did get an early chance there, but I played him on the wrong side. You know, I played him on that right hand side, and sometimes I enjoy playing him on that left side just so that he can actually score some near post goals. But I was playing him on that right hand side so that he can cut in, but I don't know if I approached that correctly because it just wasn't working out too well for me. But halftime, and Swansea were winning 3-0. That is literally the best news ever. I was so happy when I saw they were winning 3-0, and now all I had to do was make sure I didn't lose 5-0 or something like that, because I was already ahead on goal difference. We were tied on points, so even if I lose this, then we both still be tied on points, but I'd still have a better goal difference unless I lost like something like 5-0 or 4-0 or something like that. So it was literally down to the wire. And once I saw that we were losing, sorry, not that we were losing, they were losing 3-0, it kind of made me feel so much easier. But then Remy goes ahead and rockets one into the top left-hand corner, and that kind of set me on edge, because I also thought, you know, Fulham could come back, maybe pull out a draw, you know, maybe make it 3-3 in the second half, because that's more than capable. If Swansea were able to score 3 against them in the first half, I'm sure Fulham could do the same to them in the second half. So I was really nervous with that. But really late on into the game, in the 88th minute, wow, that was actually the biggest relief ever. And if you guys want to scroll back, Aubameyang there actually ends up doing some sort of granny celebration. I'm just joking. I think he had some sort of hamstring injury, but it looked hilarious because it looked like he was bent over, hobbling away, and that was his celebration anyway. So it was 1-1. And as you guys can see, we ended up getting 4th place, just ahead of Fulham by 1 point. And Spurs end up going on to win the league. We kind of already predicted that. We saw that. There is the full league table. Unfortunate for Norwich, Reading and West Ham. They will all be relegated, and some new people will be brought in. Real Madrid, they're winning the Champions League. That is huge for them. It's kind of, I don't want to say expected, but, you know, they were definitely one of the favourites to win it, especially in the first season. We came in 4th place with Chelsea just above us. Arsenal coming in at 2nd, then Spurs coming in at 1st place. And Spurs actually left it really thin. I thought they were gonna really just steam ahead throughout the entire of the season, but it really wasn't the case. And Manchester United and Man City came in 6th and 7th place. I mean, that is huge. I really can't remember the last time neither Manchester side came in, you know, the sort of top 5 position. So that was actually a really big surprise to me, and it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back next season. Assuming I'm actually still the manager of Liverpool come the end of the season, I think I've definitely deserved it. You know, I've got that 4th place spot, which for me was a really tough challenge, but in the end I still managed to do it. I won the Europa League, which was huge for me, you know, to bring back some silverware and win a trophy for the team. I was so delighted with that. And what else is there? Oh yeah, and the domestic cup, I kind of flopped in pretty hard. I did a really poor job of both domestic cups, both the Capital One Cup as well as the FA Cup. So I admit kind of defeat in those areas, and we'll definitely be looking to improve those in the next season. But we first had some contracts to kind of look over and sort out, and I was a little bit reluctant to actually bump up a lot of these guys' sort of wages, just mainly because I didn't really play with them, so I don't know if they're worth it. But I figured, you know, it's really important that you keep the depth of your team. It's important that you keep youth in your team, and that's what all these guys pretty much had. You know, there was no one really there that was necessarily extremely old that I wanted to get rid of, so I decided I'd negotiate all of their contracts. A few of them came back the first time and were like, no, I want better, and most of them though kind of accepted it on the first half and was pretty happy with it. So hopefully with that, we'll be able to go into the next season with some good squad depth, and we can really power on and make some key signings in the coming transfer window. And of course, with every new season comes the big question, guys. I'm going to need your help. What players do I buy? Who do I bring in? Where do I need to strengthen the team? And I actually want to ask you guys this one question. A lot of people are more than happy to say who to buy, but who should I sell? Who do you guys think I should sell, and how much do you think I should sell them for? So if you guys could give me those sort of numbers, that would just be immense. I really am interested to see what you guys have to say about it all. I mean, I am really genuinely quite interested, and I got quite a few emails back there saying I got a few players back from loan. Most importantly, in my opinion, is in fact Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll is back from loan from West Ham, and I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with him. He doesn't really fit my sort of play style. If I play Andy Carroll, I really have to mold the team around him and make the team play around him, in the sense that to have two really pacey wingers and kind of cross it in. And I don't know if that is how I want to play at Liverpool. I don't know if that's how I want to develop the team. So he might be on his way out in this transfer window. I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, guys, have your say in the comments, because you guys are well aware. Through all my career modes, I have always kept an eye on the comments and done what you guys have kind of asked me to do, because I'm a bit of a sucker to please the crowd, if you will. So again, just finalizing those last contracts, and there is a literal shitload of emails. If I got that in my inbox, I'd just be pissed and just delete them all. But they want me to qualify for the Champions Cup, and they said that I did it, and that's exactly what I managed to do. So really happy with that, and glad I could complete that, I suppose, for the club. Like I said, same with the Europa League, I did really good there. They were actually really happy with that, but they did say I wanted they wanted me to do well in domestic cups, and I just wasn't able to do it. I got some tough draws, admittedly, but that's still not really good enough excuse. I should have done better throughout it, but I suppose you can't have everything, and I'm just glad the board has decided to keep me on for another season. And I honestly reckon this season is going to be really cool for the team, just to see who comes in, who comes out of the team, who to develop with. But as you guys can see, it is transfer window time. We are going to sign some awesome players. We're going to get rid of some awesome players. We are just going to change the squad quite a bit. As you can see, we have 18.5 million to burn there, and I hope you guys are all excited for next episode. And as always, if you could leave a like, that would be very much appreciated. I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye bye.